Sincerely, yours in service and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Portnoy, Murff, and Phillips. You never heard of that new firm? I love it.
Wouldn't be three bald-headed guys?
No,
don't
go there.
I just wanted to mention that for some reason something happened to the Wi-Fi and our video cut out for like the last 15 seconds. Okay. I've just restarted the live feed, so we are back on for everybody. So nobody panic. It was just a quick. This is what happens when you're working with Wi-Fi's and stuff, and it's a secured line. Sometimes stuff happens. People get Legal Shield on it to find out what happened. But anyway, so yeah, see, those are three great areas that businesses need to protect themselves for.
Absolutely.
You know, when you're talking, and listen, I've been in business for 47 years. Don't let the bald head fool you. I'm an old person, and you're always running into challenges. I heard the great Bobby Knight speak in Indianapolis once, and the one thing I pulled from his speech was you play to your strength, you avoid your weakness, and you find people that your weakness is a strength of theirs, partner with them, and you become stronger.
Absolutely.
So, listen, we all have an expertise in what got us to this point. No matter how many years we've been doing it to get to that point, you're going to get stuck. You're going to have issues. You're going to have situations, and they're going to be legal. Yeah. And that's when Legal Shield is a tremendous asset, because they'll do more than you listen, 101 reasons. I didn't read the top that said 101 reasons. I started looking at all the numbers, and I'm going, all right, let's go 1 through. No, let's go to 30. No, let's go to 50, 80. Then I looked up one. Why am I doing this? There's 101 of these. I'm never going to get through all these.
No, don't go through them all. But they can find that on Murph's website.
Absolutely.
Listen, let me read it to you. Unexpected legal questions arise every day. And with Legal Shield Business Solutions on your side, you'll have access to a quality law firm for covered business situations, no matter how traumatic or trivial they may seem. That's huge.
Yeah, absolutely.
Take that fear, that fear of loathing. Wasn't in a book.
And just to your point about having your strengths, I mean, as a business owner, I just don't understand how anyone that is knowledgeable about what we provide and are in business wouldn't have this service. And it's just like you want to have a good banker, you want to have a good insurance agent. It's a team that you have that help you in the areas where you're weak, you leverage their strengths.
Right on.
One of the things it talks about is you want to be an LLC, a subchapter S, an S Corp, whatever. I don't know the answer to that.
A lot of people are confused when they want to set up a corporation. Right. What's the best?
Well, call Legal Shield. They will help you.
That our attorney firm here, because we get a lot of people because of our tax structure here in the state, that want to just open up a business or LLC using the Nevada state, but there are other requirements that are involved with that, and a lot of them just don't know, and they are thinking that they're not subject to these taxes when in fact they are, if it hasn't been set up properly.
Let's talk about give everybody the information for your 3 p.m. thing again. Make sure that's out there.
Yeah, so it's at Home 2 Suites. I should have looked up the address so that I had that readily available.
Just look behind. Look up the bootlegger. It's right behind it.
Exactly. Right behind the bootlegger. Yep.
And that's at 3 p.m. Certainly, you want to make sure that you let them know that you're a guest of Mr. C.A. Murff. And we'll look forward to having an opportunity to meet.
How about this? If anybody watching gets down there because of seeing you on with us and they say twin brothers,
okay,
can they get an extra pen or something for showing up?
They're going to get an extra hug.
You go. There you go.
Here's the reality.
That's better than a pen.
Hey, our pricing is so minimal.
Give us a range of the price. I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah, absolutely. So for a family, they can have themselves protected for as little as $17 a month.
Wow.
Or, they can make sure that they have their lawsuit protection at $26 a month. For a business owner, now if you're
it's $300. I'm rounding out $300 a year. You have your own personal attorneys.
That's why I said
that's
what
cheap.
You would pay for 1 hour.
It's crazy.
Yeah, and then for a business, if you're running it from your home, it's just $10 more a month. And if in fact it's outside of the business, it's anywhere from $39 up to $170.
But it's a business expense. You're writing it off anyhow.
Right. Exactly. Absolutely. Yeah. Give your website contact information one more time.
Yep. It's www.camurff, and Murff is spelled MURFF.com, camurff.com. And then my contact information also is you can call me directly at 702-399-2785. 702-399-2555. Again, 702-399-2555.
Right on. And you're on Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
So you can always reach out through Facebook, but go to any networking meeting pretty much. You'll see Murff show up with his great big smile and ready and loving life. And that's, you have done and achieved what a lot of people out there watching are striving to do. And you've got the answer for them if you work it.
Yeah.
And I just want to.
I'm passionate about what I do.
Right.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I was going to throw in his passion will come right out at you.
Absolutely.
And listen, I've been here for 3 years, and we know it's like we've known each other for longer than 3 years, right?
And a lot of the people that we know together.
That's right. And it's like he's very approachable, very knowledgeable, and extremely helpful for everything that you need. You know, why spend the time
reinventing the wheel?
The wheel's, the wheel's up and running, and it's got 3 others to go along with it. It's a machine.
This is today's Dale Carnegie right here between us in terms of business. Murff, thank you so much for stopping by. I know you got it.
Absolute pleasure.
We're going to have you back because I know there's a lot more we could talk about. Okay. But I know you have your event, and we got some things I got to move on to here. But we'll get you back on to expand on a lot more of these ideas and maybe some law changes or just general topics that you may want to talk about and share with the audience.
I would love to.
Okay.
So it has been an absolute joy.
Thank you, Murff. Thanks for coming. That's
always a pleasure.
It's a long time waiting to get you on here. You know that you and I behind a mic. You and I talked about this for a long time.
Yes.
So we finally got it to happen.
There you go.
Good to have you, and we'll bring it back. Maybe we'll do like a law segment once or something segment with Murff like once a month.
What I would like to do with Murff, and if he's in agreement to this, is do just that. But if we can tie in the law firm, which is based in Henderson, that represents this area, if we can kind of say, look, this is a show we would like to do, would you be open to one of your attorneys that represents and handles Legal Shield issues to be part of the show? We can tie it all in and get everybody involved. I think it'd be a great show.
Absolutely.
And the only caveat there is just have to make sure that they're in compliance. There's certain rules, regulations.
Oh, we've dealt with compliance issues and questions and concerns.
When I do caricatures, I always give people my disclaimer, which is basically management not responsible for the way you already look. It kind of covers me right off the bat.
That's right. No photoshopping with Neal. It is what it is. Murff, thank you so much for coming by, my friend. C.A. Murff stopping by from Legal Shield. Much love and respect, man. We'll talk to you soon.
All
right.
So head on down, if you can, to Murph's event at 3 o'clock, and he'll be down there to greet you and say hello and talk to you about how he has created fortunes and how he's lived his life for 17 years. You got to mention twin brothers from different mothers, and you get a second hug from Murff. Thank you, brother. Have a good event today. All right, now. You believe it or not, I didn't know there was an intro class going on at 12. So there's actually going to be 2 classes, I guess, at 1 o'clock. You and I will be on with whoever comes at 1 o'clock, or it's going to be just a solo class with you and me. Now, if we can get either Victoria or Emil to come on, and if my wife is in my voice hearing calling and radar, if she can grab either one of them to come up with us, we're going to have the pleasure of Miss Victoria joining us. Come on in, young lady. Hello. Just grab this mic. Keep it right up to you like a lollipop so everybody can hear you. And this is...
I am on radio and on TV at the same time.
Yeah, that's right. Listen, you did your hair up. Looks beautiful. Is that a natural perm or?
It's a natural.
I mean, because this is natural too. I have what they call wavy hair. It's waving bye-bye every day.
Bye-bye, yes. Yes, the back of my head wanted to see what the front looked like, which is what my excuse was.
That's right.
So we are here at Club Pilates of Summerlin, right here at 7460 West Lake Mead and on the corner of Buffalo, just down the mall from Sprouts, if you know where Sprouts is on the corner. So let's talk about you and your husband, Emil, both own the club. There's 3 clubs around town, right?
Yes.
That you guys own and manage. And there's this one. There's the one down on, was it Trop and Fort Apache area down there?
That is correct. In addition to the one in Henderson on Eastern and...
What's the newest one? Is Henderson the newest one? Or?
No, this one is actually the newest one.
Oh, right on.
It's a long story.
we got time. Go.
The newest one, but the one in Tropicana and Fort Apache was opened the latest. It opened last year. And
I've been there. I actually did a holiday party with the caricatures for everybody.
Right, that's right. We love what you did for the holiday party.
I had fun insulting everybody. It's a great job.
Thank you. And
Don Rickles of characters right here, ladies and gentlemen.
And just recently, we signed a lease for Centennial Hills.
Right on.
Good for you.
Yes.
In a few more months.
Great area up there. We did a live remote at a sports memorabilia store up there. And, we've gone to I go up to a couple places up there and I went, it's really nice up here.
It is really nice. It's all new and
Right.
really posh. I
And
think that's the
growing,
right
and
word.
the
Yes.
clientele, and you're always looking for a certain clientele that's going to come in and support your business, because what they do, that certain clientele, is they talk to other people. And word of mouth is, I'm sure, how you get a lot of the clients. Look, I'm at Club Pilates. You got to come down and you got to see what I'm doing. We love it. The people there are wonderful. Talk a little bit more about how you and Emil got into this, because I know Emil is part of my networking group. And, without trying to remember things, because memory at my stage of life is a thing that goes very quickly.
Pilates will help you with that. It'll stretch your mind.
It'll stretch everything. That's the problem.
It will stretch every small muscle.
Oh, great.
And you notice you emphasize the word small.
Yeah,
right?
I wasn't going to even touch that one.
I had to.
You
It
don't-
was-
you
Wait a minute. My wife's calling.
You walked right into that one.
That's right. We hit the home runs here. If we're fed a line, we're going to follow it
That's
right
right.
to the T. So,
That's right.
yeah. So how did you guys get in? Plus, I'd like you to talk about what Pilates is, because I know people have heard the terminology. A lot of women participate, but what is Pilates, and then how you guys got into it?
Well, Pilates is an exercise program that was developed by Joseph Pilates, who was a man, and he developed it for men.
Okay.
World War I, try saying that 3 times fast. Guys were coming back that were injured, maybe missing leg, missing arm. And what he noticed that what he has really done is he attached a couple of springs to the headboard to the hospital bed.
Right.
And while they were nursing their amputated leg or shattered leg, they would work out with the springs their arms.
Interesting.
And vice versa. When they were nursing their arms, they were working out their legs. And what has happened, they noticed that they have healed 40% faster, and they were able to go back into the workforce or to go home fully functional a lot faster. So forward a few years, Joseph Pilates opened a rehab clinic on Fifth Avenue.
Oh, wow.
And the ballerinas used to come to rehab.
Okay.
And that's how Pilates for sport came about.
Nice. And how long ago are we talking roughly?
I would say 40s, 50s.
Okay. So it's been out there a long time.
I was around. You weren't.
No, I wasn't.
I was here.
It started around the 20s,
Okay.
early 20s.
Gotcha.
And Joseph Pilates, he was not a well man. He had challenges, physical.
He had issues.
And
so this was as much for himself as it was for others to help, and he just kind of stumbled into it.
Now, you and Emil get into this. I know Emil said that he had researched, I want to get into getting a business. Where do I go? How did he hear about Pilates? How did that all happen?
That is my favorite story. We were in the trucking company in transportation business for long time ago, since I was small years old, and we pretty much.
Did you just say since I was small years old?
Yes.
Okay. That's just like, wait, I thought I heard that right. Okay, I like that line actually.
Yes.
We're going to use that in future shows. Small years old. I like it. Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to stop you, but it just clicked in my head.
Oh, good. And we were looking how to get out of the transportation, because transportation moves 24/7.
Yeah, it's grueling.
So
Right.
there were no weekends, no nights, no days, no holidays. Vacation was always.
So was it
working.
a franchise show that you went?
Exactly.
Okay.
Of course, I wanted chocolate factory, but then I thought my bottom is going to grow faster than I care for it to grow.
You could have purchased a chocolate factory, and then after eating the chocolate, come to Pilates.
There you go.
On the way out, we saw Pilates.
Speaking of which,
Chocolate was on one end.
I noticed
and
chocolate
Pilates
something
on
on
the
your
other.
counter over there. Is that
Yes.
chocolate chips?
Well, actually, those are oatmeal raisin cookies made
Oh.
by a member.
Oh, very
Yes,
nice.
she made it just for us for today.
Nice.
For
Well,
our
from here it
men's
looked like
event.
chocolate, so I was going to try to make a segue into your chocolate factory, but
Ah.
that didn't work.
So let's pick up from
Yes.
where you're at a franchise show, and you see this thing called Pilates. Now you're coming from the trucking industry, which has nothing to do with the health industry, because Pilates is a health industry related physical activity.
Mhm.
What turned you? What was that one moment that said, Emil,
This is
this is us?
Well, about 5 years prior to getting started with Club Pilates, I went to a chiropractor because I was getting back pain.
Sure.
And from sitting on the computer,
Right.
hunched over it for all day long.
Sure.
I know the feeling. I'm over a drawing board all the time. Yeah.
Exactly. So the chiropractor recommended to do Pilates. Since I was working from 6 a.m. until 7, 8, 9 p.m. whenever I was done, we found a private instructor to teach me at 5 a.m. He used to charge about $150 plus travel time to teach me Pilates, and it helped a lot. So when we really got to the end of the rope of never sleeping, never being happy, never being on vacation, on the way out from that franchise show, there was not a very tall gentleman, kind of, he could have been your triplet, representing Club Pilates. He happened to be San Diego fireman.
And you knew about Pilates when you saw him?
Yes, I did
you had a
know
little
about
history.
my
Yeah.
Pilates
Sure.
because I practiced it.
Yeah.
And we came up to him and he told us how he got started with Club Pilates. He hurt himself putting out a fire. He got prescribed physical therapy. It was Pilates. And then he liked it so much, he went to Club Pilates because it was very affordable versus $100 for a private class. And he bought a few franchises in Los Angeles.
So now I'm just going to, dot the I's, cross the T's. You're looking to buy a franchise, get out of the transportation industry. And now, because you've had some past history personal with Pilates, you go to this franchise show and you're walking out and you say, Pilates, wait a minute. Not a bad idea. You meet a guy and he says, well, I same situation as you did, and I now own a number. And, you start going ding, 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 ding. Okay, how do I own a Pilates? What is it going to take? All right, Emil, how are our finances? Can we afford to do this? Where are we going to do this? What the hell are we doing? Because we don't really know. We haven't done this type of thing before. Bring me through the stages to where you guys are now, opening a fourth location and being the talk of Las Vegas if you want to get into Pilates.
Well, we had credit cards.
Sure. That helps.
Absolutely.
We had credit cards.
That helps.
So most businesses start that way.
That's right.
Emil looked at some numbers. 2 weeks later, we signed the paperwork for Club Pilates.
Scared to hell that, what are we doing, right?
We rented a spot straight off the web.
Perfect.
Our Flamingo and Durango location, sight unseen.
All right, now I'm gonna speed you up a little bit here, okay? All right, we got Emil. We got a location. We have no money left. Someone asked us how our credit is. We went excellent. We owe everybody, and now you're at that stage where, okay, can you teach it? No. Can you teach it? No. How do we get somebody that's an instructor that knows what they're doing to do that? How'd that happen?
We contacted the Pilates Method Alliance, the PMA. They are the law over Pilates. Got a few names off of the website. Advertised.
Is that like Menopause the Musical PMA?
No.
No, something different?
No. Just off a letter.
I saw 3 letters. I didn't know what the hell they meant. Okay, I'm sorry.
You're off one letter.
All right, I'm sorry.
And hired a couple of instructors. And once we opened March 1st, 2015, we had about 4 people that first week that walked in.
Get nervous.
And then we had about 2 people that walked in the next week.
Get even more nervous.
Yes. But after about 6-7 months, the talk around the neighborhood was
word of mouth.
like wildfire. Yeah.
Right on.
And the interesting thing is, and I can say this firsthand because, I saw what you and Neal did. Never mind bringing me in for entertainment at the Christmas party, but I saw how your employees love you guys.
Thank you.
They
Thank
do.
you.
They love you guys.
Yeah.
And I know that when you work with employees as an employer, keep the ship happy. You're going to progress. You're going to grow. People are going to talk about you. And look, now you got a 4th location. This is great.
Yeah. Thank you.
Credit card companies are coming to you going, can you borrow from me?
Where in Centennial is the 4th one that you're looking at?
It is in a shopping plaza that's called Sky Point.
That's where we were.
It is by the new Smith's Super Center. Yeah. They just broke ground, so our location is not built yet.
But there's that whole area is growing quickly.
Yes. So we found it. We loved it. Great views. I think I was sold on that. And I'm like, Emil, buy this for me. Buy this for me.
I'm going to get that this weekend on my cruise.
What is the
Neal? It's not going to be Emil. It's going to be Neal. Buy this for me.
What's your target for having that one up and running? What kind of timetable? A year, 12? Less?
No. Towards the end of the year.
Okay. So within 6 months.
Yeah. Right now we're dependent on the developer, but we're hoping, if everything goes well, right before Thanksgiving.
Good for you guys. Here's an interesting question. Here's a very interesting question. Emil runs one of the facilities. You're at another facility. Family members, other family members running the other two? How are you going to do that?
Not at all. So Emil and I, we mostly go visit all of the locations. We have wonderful staff on the front desk, excellent instructors in the back of the house, making everyone happy, and general managers that are in touch with us pretty much once a week, once a day, once an hour.
So it's a whole organization now, which is led on the top by the two of you guys, and then you've got very, very strategic people managing the other aspects of the business. Yes. And allowing you, as you heard earlier when we were talking to Murph, you can now play to your strengths and let them play to their strengths and keep growing.
Yeah. It takes time to realize that everyone has a talent. Just let them perform their talent and you will be successful.
What I'd like to know is when you're going to start taking applications for the new location for GM, I'll send you mine when the box opens, just in case this radio thing doesn't work out. Well, even if it does, I mean, why not? You know
what? You need that. He would do well at it because he's a fitness guy. Let me just throw that out because I'll support him till the day's end.
I wasn't supposed to wear a tank on the show. I had a T-shirt to put over because my wife thought it didn't look appropriate, but I never got to it.
I think the tank's fine. You're in a facility to work out. I mean, you're good.
Yeah,
I'd wear a tank, but I hate loud screams.
Oh gosh. All right, we have 3 locations so far that are up and running. Of course, the one right here, 7460 West Lake Mead Boulevard at Buffalo. You can call for more information, 702-979-3422, or email Summerlin at Club Pilates. Now, if you're down closer to the center part of town, Spring Valley, 5060 South Fort Apache, right at Tropicana there. And I've seen it because of my chiropractor right across the street. It's in Suite 115. You can call that facility at 702-608-1396. You can email them at Spring Valley at Club Pilates. And, of course, the one in Henderson, 10525 Southeastern Avenue at Horizon Ridge, Suite 140. Their number is 702-907-2758. And you can email them at henderson@clubpilates.com. Here's the benefit of the podcast. If you missed any of that information, replay it. So anyway.
I don't. Do you have a separate sheet?
Yeah, I only printed one each. What, you want the locations? Yeah. That's the definition and background of Pilates.
I turned it over. Maybe I said he printed it on the back. But you didn't. There's nothing here.
No, I printed.
Can I draw in the back?
Knock yourself out.
Okay.
Yeah, do your thing. I know what you're going to do, so go ahead and do it. So
we're going to have a continuation of this men's event. We
yes,
are here.
Thank you. I was going to bring that up.
Men.
Yep.
And though Pilates was made by a man for men,
right?
Women found out what it is and took off with it. So we are honoring men. Please come down before 2:00. Take a complimentary class. We do have other complimentary classes throughout the week, but today we are honoring men. So you are welcome to come to us anytime before 4:00 for a tour or for a class. We're going to have one starting at 2 and 2:30.
Yes, and it's a great idea to come down because it is such a misnomer that this is for women and all that stuff. I came down, my wife and I, as you remember from last year, we had a little deal. She wanted me to come try Pilates only in exchange if she would come up and do CrossFit with me, which we did successfully. For me, it's a very different type of exercise, which was very good in terms of flexibility and moving joints that I there you go. There you go. So, yeah, we'll put that up.
Thank you.
But it is definitely good for everybody, and I'm interested in seeing how my partner does on this because he's got aches and pains. But I'm sure
you're going to be surprised. I'll be fine.
I know, and I think you'll enjoy this. I really do. So come on down. Really, this month you're doing the special, right?
Yeah.
Right, and just make sure you actually. I'll tell you what. If you come down and tell them you saw this on Twin Brothers, do they get anything special like a water bottle or an extra sweat towel?
They will not get a sweat towel, but they will get a T-shirt with a membership.
All right, there you
Wow.
go. So come on down, mention
And a
Twin
sweet
Brothers.
deal.
And a sweet deal. Well, listen, anytime you can do something for your health, it's always, dare I say, a sweet deal. Or for me, if you're diabetic, a non-sweet deal. But anyway.
It's a non-edible sweet deal.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Except for the oatmeal raisin cookies that are up there.
You keep staring at those. That's
I know.
I know you
They
do.
have
I've been
your
watching you.
But I don't do oatmeal raisin.
I love oatmeal raisin.
So,
you know,
I
one of
have
those
some
is gone.
coconut.
I like coconut too.
I'm a chocoholic. I'm a chocolate guy.
right.
But that's okay. All right. So we're just about winding down, which only means one thing, sir. Our time on that class back there. I see another gentleman has arrived so far that we'll be probably working with.
Yeah, he's gonna do it too.
Yeah.
Or he's waiting for his wife.
And
So wait,
that's okay.
I used to do that.
That's all right.
I wouldn't do
And
it.
while you and I are exercising, we're going to be recording on Facebook Live some promo stuff for the place here that'll
Okay,
go up.
sure.
Thank you.
And if my wife is not on the machine doing it with us, we'll give her the camera or whatever, and we'll document the fact that Neal can exercise.
I must say, your wife, she
Yes.
is a very loyal practitioner to
Oh,
herself.
she is.
She has committed on the first day that she came, and every time she comes in, her body looks tighter, her body looks smaller and more shapely.
Are there height restrictions at all?
You
or-
are amazing.
You
are
don't
a
have to be
poster
this high to
child
ride the
for-
ride.
Oh, you don't have to.
If you commit, you will achieve.
There's no height restrictions, right? If you're 4'9", you can still do it.
4'9" is okay. 4'2"
Could be a
is the
problem.
shortest.
All right, you can do it. Oh, she just called me number one again.
Well, I will. Better you than me this time. I will say this about my wife and our transition together. If she misses a class or does not have her classes scheduled, when I tell you she goes anal and ballistic about, I can't get into this class, I have 3 days or 2 days. I'm telling you, I have to give her decaf just to calm her down. She's like the Tasmanian devil. So yes, she is committed to this for us, for herself. And I like the word poster child. That means a whole lot in my life.
Yes. Yeah.
And I want to say that the commitment is to herself.
Absolutely.
Pilates is just one
A
of the
tool.
vehicles that she's
Right.
taken. But if we do not love ourselves
Correct.
enough to do something good, then what are we good for to anybody else?
Right on.
One moment in time changes everything.
Yes.
That's my motto. One moment in time changes everything. Do we have the medical staff here just in case something happens to
Yeah,
me?
we'll have 911 on speed dial.
All right,
Don't
good,
worry.
thank you.
Oh, we have Quest Diagnostics right
Oh,
next
yeah,
door.
Quest is right next door.
Wonderful, great.
They'll take your blood.
Oh, yeah,
Strategic
by the way,
planning. That's all I
one
need.
shameless plug
Please.
is I also have HempWorks available
Oh,
here, so you
okay.
can get pet CBD oil, pet CBD cookies, human consumption.
Those oatmeal raisin are not CBD.
No, they're
cookies, by the
No,
way.
CBD.
those are not. Those
Oh,
are
those are
straight
I like CBD oil. I use it on my knees and my shoulder. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we
Under
have
my
it here
tongue.
available for purchase.
Nice.
I want to
Sweet.
mention a happy Father's Day to all the dads and men out there, even mothers who are fathers too.
That's
I mean,
right.
if you have a child, you are a parent day.
Yeah.
Barry and Diana Waxberg.
Yep.
Diana's in the chat room. She's sending both of us a happy Father's Day. Back to Barry as well.
It's nice they can both show up in the picture in the same time. They're both losing, the transition they've gone through with their bodies.
Oh,
I saw-
Barry.
Yeah, I saw a
And
picture of
Diane.
Barry. Diane went, yeah, but I saw a picture of Barry. I for the first time, did not recognize
Yep.
him.
Yep.
Could I call one of our
Absolutely.
guests today?
Please, by all means.
Cheryl,
Calling
come over
Cheryl.
here.
Cheryl, calling
Cheryl,
please
calling
come over
Cheryl.
to the table.
How about your trainer?
So I'll
Which
call
one, Cheryl?
Marvette in a moment. Cheryl is the young
She's the
lady
one
who's
walking
on her
towards
way.
us right now.
She
One with the
happens
one
to
sock
be
on?
an entrepreneur. She's one of the owners of Echo and Rig.
Oh, Echo and
One
Rig.
of the best
Oh, we need-
steakhouses
My
in
favorite
Las
steakhouse.
Vegas.
My favorite steakhouse.
Give her the microphone.
Yay.
We need to talk to you there,
Okay.
Cheryl.
Okay, you can
Yeah.
talk to me.
And she and her friend, or I don't know, maybe-
Frankie, yeah.
and Frankie.
Yo, Frankie.
Yo,
took the
Frankie
time to
from
come
South
over
Philly.
here.
I was at Echo and Rig for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, well, I've been there
You going
too.
for tomorrow for Father's Day?
No, we're going to be in a cruise in the Baja tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Poor
Hold the
thing.
mic
Yeah.
right up to you.
Oh, poor thing. Okay.
So this
Yeah,
is one
I
of our
know.
guests, hoping she's going to become one of our members. And if not, we're still going to be one of
So-
the diners.
So what
Yeah.
did you think? What did you
I
think?
thought
of
it was
Pilates?
amazing. I am used to Pilates. I've taken it before, so I wanted to bring my significant other here
Right
to take a man's class.
Right on.
Yeah.
And he's tying his shoes and he's looking away from us right now.
No,
But
he's
the what scale of 1 to 10, Frank? Where were you? What'd you think? Scale of 1 to 10.
Never
There you
mind.
go.
Where in New York you from?
And,
That's a Philly accent?
and I'm going to call Marvette over here
Please,
to
yes.
say
Wow.
Right on.
hello. Marvette, come say hello. our fabulous instructor,
Absolutely.
Marvette.
Yep.
She's Marvette Williams.
There you go.
She
Switch
has
out if you
been
would. Thank you for stopping by.
with Club
Thank you, my
Pilates.
pleasure. I'll see you at the restaurant.
You betcha. We're going to
Yeah.
stop
You got
by.
it.
Sounds good.
Thank you. Marvette,
Yes.
how are you?
I'm doing excellent.
Talk to our audience about Pilates. How did you get in and what
Oh
you
my
enjoy
gosh.
most about it?
Well, basically, I am a theater person, first and foremost.
Hold the mic right
and
up
an
to you.
athlete,
There
and
you
an
go.
athlete.
And an athlete.
What'd you play?
Yes, I played volleyball. I actually,
Where'd you play volleyball?
I played at Long Beach State.
Nice. I'll be in Long Beach tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
going on a cruise to the Baja, so I got to leave out of Long Beach.
Super, super lucky. Yeah. Graduated from Long Beach State, theater major. And just from knowing about physicality, I fell into Pilates somehow.
I was watching you. You're a drill sergeant.
Well, get ready for it.
I'm-
Oh, I
Marvette.
know. That's why I'm trying to
used
soften it
that.
up a little bit.
I'm used to that. You know what I mean? If you take dance class or if you take an exercise class or you're in theater, you're used to being directed.
Exactly.
So I'm used to that kind of thing. So I guess I implement that toward the clients, the students.
They were all tuned into her. I was watching everybody. No, palms up, palms in, palms up, palms.
Mhm.
And I'm sitting here getting tired.
Yeah,
I just don't want
it.
it. I just don't want any burpees.
Oh yeah.
If
no.
you start having us do burpees, I'm
Oh
out of
yeah,
here.
that's not happening.
Okay, good.
Maybe for the fit class. We do have a fit class.
Well, how about the out of fit
What
class?
are burpees? What are burpees?
I'll show you later.
All right.
It's not what it sounds like. It's
Yeah,
really
that's because
hard.
I can do good burpees. I'm loud. I do loud burpees.
It is as far from that as you'd expect.
All right.
I'll
okay.
demonstrate
Yeah.
one for you
All
later.
right. Okay. Good.
Yeah.
So Marvette will be here teaching the next class,
Right
and
on.
she can be
Which-
found over here
Yes.
about 20 hours a week. So
Nice.
just look on the schedule,
Mhm.
download the app, clubpilates.com
Yes.
/Summerlin or Spring Valley.
What
That's where she
are your
teaches.
hours here? What are your
We start at 6 a.m. and our last class starts at 7:30.
So for those who have
Yeah.
9 o'clock in the morning, they got to be in work and they want to get a workout in before they get.
yes.
That's a perfect time
Yeah.
to come work out, go grab your coffee, head into work, and have a productive day.
That's
very
right.
deep workout with very little sweat. So you can still wear your makeup
I like
if you
that.
are
Mhm.
a girl or a man.
All right. With that, I want her to get ready for getting ready for us. And
Okay.
anybody else that's
All right,
with us,
don't show me up over there, by the way.
I'm going to try not. I have my socks on. I have my rubberized socks.
I don't know.
I'm
Right,
prepared.
that's
I have
important.
sandals on.
Well, you're gonna be taking those off, and they'll properly outfit your feet.
Oh,
We
So,
will
cool.
properly outfit you.
all right. So come on down. The Celebrating Men Sierra Pilates is going on for the entire month of June. Go to any one of the 3 locations. Go to the website if you forgot, or better yet, play back the podcast. Share this with everybody out there so they too can get tuned into Pilates.
Yes.
Thank you for hosting us today. It's been a lot of
Thank
fun.
you. Thank you.
We'll see you in
Thank
about
you.
5 minutes.
Absolutely.
Please be gentle.
Really.
Any final thoughts?
My last will and testament signed, and I have a family trust. My son Jake in Colorado is in charge. So if anything happens to me, contact them and we're good.
Does Dorothy know where the insurance policies are?
Yeah, she knows where everything is.
Oh, my goodness. All right. So with that, we'll see you next week here on Twin Brothers. We'll be back at the gallery. Next week's guest is a gentleman we had on a number of weeks ago, but he's going to be talking to us about his business, Rob Goldstein, RG Consulting, and he's going to get into helping and explaining what he does to help people get out of trouble, financial trouble, and explain a lot of things and what he does to help people right the ship, so to speak.
The one thing I want to also say, with any last words, is one of our missions here at Twin Brothers is to get out to the public, get out to people listening, watching us, viewing us at a later time, is help. We are bringing guests on that can help you.
Right.
In a number of different ways, physically, mentally, supportive, financially. We're getting the word out that it's very diverse here in Las Vegas. You've got people coming from all over the world to reside here and become part of the community. Our job is to bring out the resources for those people who are part of our wonderful community. And we do that. Aaron and I have this really neat rapport to be able to bring a little humor into the situation.
Absolutely.
And a lot of knowledgeable information. So as we move forward, we're coming upon 9-10 months of doing this.
Yep.
We're growing very fast. Opportunities arise. If you want to be a guest, we have a fee structure to do that. If you'd like to promote, sponsor the show, we're always looking for sponsors, and there's a whole package for that. Reach out to Aaron, reach out to myself, and
Twin Brothers, different mothers at gmail.com is
Yep.
the best way.
have a great week, everybody. I'm going to be out in the middle of the water.
And I will be back east during the week in Virginia. Along Neal's thought, I ask you all business people this following question, and then we'll say goodbye. How much time and how much financial effort would you have to put in personally as a business owner to have an opportunity to talk to a minimum of 500 potential business contacts in 1 hour?
Yep.
Think about that, because that's what we deliver minimally. Beyond that, the sky's the limit. So think about that. Give us an email, twinbrothers@gmail.com. Just want to sit down. Let's do some coffee and we'll share and see what goes on. For my partner, Neal Portnoy, who's whisking away on the sea, and I have a funny feeling Doofus will be showing up somewhere on the ocean. I will be back in Virginia. Have a great week, but we will be back with you next Saturday, live from Portnoy Gallery, right here on Facebook. Thank you, everybody.